back in Constantinople with Ezio Auditore da Firenze. But we're not going to go into much information in, but I had to take some time away to try and deal with that. But revelations. We're actually going to run through a lot of the main storyline missions today, because as you can see, we actually have now a case of keeping these ticking over, but obviously with Marseille being the latest one in, as you can see, there's still quite a lot to do. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to have a quick look. Nope, not that one. Trying to send these guys out on a mission so we can try and bring Marseille under control as quickly as possible. And we'll head back over to our main map and actually show you guys what we've been up to. Now, considering that this is now episode 8, as you guys can see, we have the Mercenaries HQ down here. We have the Romani HQ over this side, and obviously just up towards the top, the Thieves HQ set at the moment to allow me to try and track down all of these treasures, so we can actually try and complete all of these. However, if we do come in, we just literally turn everything off. As you can see, that leaves the mini-map with just the HQs showing. So, where is it? The items that we have that we do need to work on are these, the tunnel entrances, because some of these aren't working and some of them do. We also need to pick up on the faction buildings. So you can see that the faction buildings have now come up. And as you can see, there are still quite a few around the city that are dotted in and around that aren't actually being used at the moment. So we do need to look at trying to go and get those up and running. With regards to the stalkers, they don't normally come up that often. So it's one of the things that we just don't need to worry about. With regards to, let's put all of these on. We don't need these, and we know Piri Rias, we have some missions left to do. But as you can see, with all of the tailors, banks, doctors, blacksmiths, I think we actually have all of them now. Looking at the list, and I think we actually have all of them now. The only way that we're going to be able to find out is to come and actually check out on the Assassin's HQ or on one of the local banks. So, considering that we are literally just here, and this is where we need to go, and we have a bank just here, we're actually going to set a target for that bank. And, oops, sorry if I've just deafened you, I've just caught the microphone in my ring. So, as I was saying, we're going to make a move over to the bank so we can catch up with what's going on, see if we've had any monetary deposits into
there should be a lock
our coffers. And as you can see, we're actually up by the bazaar at the moment. And the only problem with the bazaar is you have guards. So it is a case of having to move extremely quickly. And as you saw, a very easy and quick way down. So, as you see, the bank itself is coming up just around the corner here. So we'll just have a quick word with the banker. And as you guys will see when we go into our record book, obviously you have your landmarks, which yet we don't actually have any apart from the Galata Tower. With regards to renovations, the Romani buildings, thief buildings, These are all of the extra buildings that I put in that I showed you guys a moment ago, that we haven't yet done. So this is why there are no renovations we don't yet have, who I think are either in the Arsenale area that we don't have at the yet unlocked because we're not far enough through the main storylines, or it's in Cappadocia, which is another area that we have to go and unlock further through the storylines. But we do have the blacksmiths as well, so we're earning as much as possible at this early stage of the game. So we do have 43,550 ake in our coffers at the moment. So we're going to pull that out. It's going to give us 81,000. So literally, at this moment in time now, as we start to progress through the storylines and the additional weapons and armor and things like that become available to us, it does mean that we are going to be able now to upgrade our weapons as well as our armor. But we also have the main storyline to obviously get through, which is what we're looking at doing today. So, I did try and actually do this video yesterday, but however, due to unforeseen circumstances with our internet connection, we won't be able to play you because we weren't able to actually save that video. This initial insert into this particular mission, but this is actually the Marco Polo bookstore, or trading post as it once was. And when Ezio comes in, he actually finds that the bookstore is owned by Sophia. Sophia is the young lady, if you remember, that Ezio and a young Turkish gentleman helped when Ezio finally got to Constantinople. And he actually has a little investigation area in here. But obviously once that's done, it unlocks this doorway. So as we weren't able to do this yesterday, in yesterday's video, we're going to do it today. So this is actually going to lead to a set of catacombs underneath Constantinople. I can already tell you that when we get down here, we do need to be a little bit on the quiet side.
Do you know how long we've been searching this filthy cistern?
I've been here a few weeks.
13 months! Ever since the Grand Master found that damn key. But he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. All he knows is that somewhere in the city...
This is a big city.
Toxero. That's what I said. Back to your post, Aietes.
So, the Yerabatan cistern. The secret door in Sophia's shop has brought Ezio to an underground cistern filled with Templars. Investigate the cistern, but be careful. Full synchronization, do not be detected. And this is one of the harder missions to actually do. So, as you can see, we do have currently our hidden blade and crossbow set up, as well as our throwing knives. What I am also going to do is set up our poison darts as well, because it's just going to be a case of I have a good feeling that we're going to need them. There is a guy that hides along here somewhere. Long jump. So as you can see, press 0 mid-flight for him to actually use the hook blade. Now normally what that would have done is that would have taken us around here and we'd shoot off down that side and then come up the far side. But we're actually going to come this way. Because I know for a fact there are a couple of boxes up here. So as you can see, and I want to make sure I get hold of all of the boxes in these hidden areas. Wow, British gunpowder. one of the hardest items to actually find in the game. So I'd definitely take that. As you can see, mission improves the city's details are being has been completed. One of your assassins is now capable of being assigned. Another assassin has been promoted. As you can see, quite a few of them are now being promoted because quite a few of them are actually finishing their missions. So, this is where we actually...
We'll find the keys soon.
And as you can see, 2 more boxes. One with bomb ingredients, in this case salsa petra. And one which has some shrapnel in it. So as you can see, we have a bomb crafting device just here. And as we come through, here is the boss.
Look alive, huh?
Keys from.
Pay you to watch the doors, not your feet.
And he's actually on patrol by the looks of it. Now we've got one guy just there. So applying our eagle sense actually allows us to see where all the boxes are that we need. There is the guy in yellow. He's the main guy that we're after, but as we can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quite a few people in here that we need to try and get around and take out without actually being seen. Now obviously leaving dead bodies around is not what we want to be doing. So, I'm just going to literally grab hold of this guy, pull him out of the way, because as silly as it sounds, it makes things easier when people don't know what's actually around the corner. I mean, if you think about it, if you walk around the corner and there's somebody there, they make you jump. It's always easier to be in that situation than it is to try and actually not be in that situation and actually be caught out. There's one over there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's still 8 guys in here. So, very slowly and methodically making our way along. I know different people are going to have different ways of doing things, but for me it's easier doing it this way. And as you can see, there's a guy there. So what we're going to do is actually just try and get him with one of our poison darts. As you can see, here's the main boss. And obviously the guard himself, he's not been affected by it, but as you can see, there's another guard that was actually up here that we missed. and he's actually jumped down because he kind of wants to know what's going on as well. And that is guard taken out, as well as, well, both guards taken out, as well as the boss, and still nobody knows that I'm here. So I am going to very quickly loot these bodies, as you guys will already know by now. It's one of the things that actually helps us keep everything that we need stocked up, especially when you're in areas like this. Now, as you can see, there are 2 more guards over here. We have one that is on patrol, but the patrol itself doesn't come down that far. So as we slowly and systematically make our way around, keeping an eye on those little red dots, because definitely don't want anyone coming down and finding us. And if they do, it gives us the opportunity to set an ambush. So far so good. And we actually have the key to where we need to get to. As you can see, there's another box just here. 2 boxes. We have the throwing knives accepted. There we go.
He's right here for you. There!
The full synchronization's failed because, as you guys can see, ouch, the throwing knives didn't actually impact completely. So it is one of the, I mean, we could have slid through and opened the gate and everything and got through, but first time, not a problem. You can go back and replay it. It's just easy if you can get that collection of boxes and everything else that needs to be collected first time round. So as you can see, we actually have everyone now taken out. All the boxes that we've come across so far that aren't just treasure chests, also bomb crafting chests as well. All of them have been taken out. We've literally got everything at this point. Granted, we do need to obviously replay now to get to the next point.
I'm sick of this place. I really am. 8 hours of this filth. A pistefto. Grandmaster has a beast. I wish I knew what they were.
The thing is, you can hear them, but can you see them? As you can see, there's another box over there. There's actually 3 of them now. So this is what I'm on about. You've got so many boxes, so many opportunities to, in these little side quest missions and main storyline missions that you will have come up throughout the actual game itself, to fill up your stores. Again, British gunpowder. It's something that you won't see very often out in the world. As you can see, I've accessed the bomb creating system, and it automatically gives Arabic gunpowder. So we have, obviously, for our lethal bomb, the thunder bomb. We've got the smoke screen in our tactical and the cherry bomb in our diversionary. But what we are going to do is literally just break down these thunder bombs. As you can see, everything is stacked fully. Indian gunpowder given the smallest area, but because British gunpowder is so effective and we need it, we are going to actually use the Datura bombs. We could use shrapnel, but Datura is just in my opinion, a lot easier to work with, because once it's at a distance, especially in a small confined area like this, you can normally hit or chain at least 1 or 2 or perhaps 3 bombs or even 4 bombs together, and just make it so you get an entire group of people. So those are our bombs that switch back up. Obviously in this area you can hear the glisten, which is actually coming right from here, but we actually need to now get up here. So as you can see, we have another location marker, and we also have some guards.
Petros, make sure we have enough torches for the excavation. I'm tired of stumbling around in the dark.
We have a lot of guards. So we need to kill the Templar captain to get the next gate key. And the Templar captain is actually up there. So, at this point I have jumped down and I've tried to work that way. It is literally a case of how you feel about trying to go around this. Sometimes it is just easier to stay out of the way. Sometimes it's just easier to get to a vantage point and then literally just to try and make your way across. Now as you can see from here, there isn't really anywhere else that we can go. We can't literally go up because the walls are there, so it is a case of we have to come now down. And as you can see just there is a guard who's behind that woodwork or metalwork, brickwork. There he is. Obviously we can see the actual guards themselves at the top. There's more guards down the bottom. There's a couple of guards over here. So it is literally just a case of see what you can do, make a plan, try and follow it through. Once you've got a little bit of space and you've got your little safe area set up, just make your way slowly, use your throwing knives, use your crossbows, even use the poison darts. I mean, when you get a couple of guys like this, just take that little second just to get that a little bit closer, just so you can make sure you have more of an impact with regards to the throwing knives. I mean, I could have got closer, but the reason I didn't to actually draw them away, because now I don't need to worry about these bodies, because there's nobody down here at this precise moment that's going to come this far down that's going to see them. So it is a case of a win-win situation. So as you can see, we're 25 minutes into this live stream video of Assassin's Creed Revelations. If you guys are enjoying this, please make sure that you leave a like up on the video and also subscribe to our channel. If you subscribe to the channel, please make sure you hit that little notification bell, as YouTube at the moment are not posting up when people are either subscribed to the channels or when or are not completely lost my train of thought then. I'm not posting videos, so if you are watching this and you enjoy this and you want to see more, please go guys and let us know, and we can definitely look at getting some more stuff up onto the channel for you. If there are things that you want to see us do that we haven't yet done, the games you want to see us play that we haven't yet played, again, please leave it down in the comments. We will check out all the comments for you. We will respond to each one of the comments as well. So don't think just by me saying, yeah, don't worry, I'll do it, and it will never get done, because it does. Oh, it's worth a try. So, as you can see, we are in the underground system underneath the Polo's shop, for lack of a better term. And this is actually where we need... I can't remember how I actually managed to do this last time. I know I need to go up. Aha, here we go. So, as you can see, we've got some more guards above us. Talking more guards of our weapons. Where is he?
Down! Before I throw you down!
So, both of them are now dealt with. Quick switch over back onto the hidden blade, just in case we're going to need it. Oh, that was a bad jump. Luckily enough, it didn't actually damage Ezio's armor, because one thing we did forget to do before we actually come in was to actually get it healed up. So, as you can see, a quick run back up all these stairs, past all of this, and we'll see if we can actually make this jump first or second time round. Finally. And here is the big boss, who actually holds the key. So come on, where's that key? Give me the key. Perfect. So now, what we need to do is, again, get our way back down. Let's have a look. Is there an easy, safe way of doing this? I don't think so, but we're going to give something a try. It's a lot easier to jump from there as we make our way down. So as you can see, here we go through the last stage. I'm almost certain it's the last stage.
Touch every shadow!
So as you can hear, they do know I'm in here. Obviously because they're having a little look before me. Again, we've got some more boxes. Treasure chest, again, that contains British gunpowder. So our British gunpowder is now completely stacked. We actually have to make our way up there. So as you can see, the hook blade definitely coming in handy now. Not worrying too much about the actual guards and everything in here. So
There is someone down here with us.
part.
Keep your eyes open and your hands steady.
So we need to take out the captain. Now as you can see, we now have an identification symbol coming up as we attempt to take out or identify everyone that is not just a soldier but the actual Templar captain himself, who, as you can see, was quite easy to choose. So throwing knives, crossbow, again, it is extremely easy, and it is now literally a case of just trying to get close enough so we can actually lock onto someone. Now, there are several ways you can do this. You can just run down there, but my preferred method, without actually hitting any of the stonework or anything like that. Is from afar. So that's one of them. That's actually leaving us with one bomb left. So hopefully that is going to have the effect that we need. I have just, as you guys can see, initiated the cherry bombs as well, because if I can get them out far enough, I can hopefully bring some of the guys that are surrounding the area in a little bit closer. So as you can see, he has come in a lot closer, and we've still been able to hit him. That's the second one down. Third one. He's a complete and utter miss. So a quick move over. As you can see, he's taken out. And he's now taken out. And as you can literally see, even if I put on the eagle vision, there's no one left. So, it is now literally just a case of making our way over and just basically taking everything that we now need. Just in case anybody does come up, obviously I'm going to reinitialize the throwing knives. So that's 3 down. 4. This guy was, if I remember right, the captain. Or not. I can hear something right off the edge of my hearing. Sound of a box. So we'll definitely have a quick scout out for the box if there are some around. So let's just make sure we've got everyone, because as you can see, throwing knives are full. We've had some of the other items that we've obviously got that have been stacked up as well. I actually think that's everyone. And as you can see, now we have the blue cross come up, which means we actually have, yes, we will just bring that with us. No, bring that with you. Thank you. So, are there any boxes? I don't actually remember there being any boxes up this end. Let's go. So we'll just have a quick look down here. Just to make sure there's no treasure boxes or anything that we've missed. Nope. So we may be out of bombs, but we still have our throwing knives, we still have our crossbow, still have our poison darts. So, dropping the spear, jamming it in the doorway, and finally making our way through. Now we need to find the secret catacombs. Now I remember that there are doors around here. There's actually one just there, you guys can see just behind the pillar. And wow, first time. Now I did see off to one side, here we go. Out of all of the treasure boxes we've had, we now have a lootable chest box. These are the main ones that we've been looking for all the way through. And as you can see, that's 1570 ake off that last box. This one gives us 418 plus British gunpowder. Now we do know that British gunpowder stack that we hold is completely filled. We will come back to that door momentarily. And as you guys can see, there is nothing else by the looks of it up here. Nope, that's everything. And as you can see, a doorway. And as silly as it sounds, one of the original guards of life. As you can see, there's a scroll right next to it, and a Masyaf key. So now, as you can see, the Masyaf key is gone, as well as the scroll, and we get our little end sequence showing that we have 50%. We didn't manage to get the full 100%. Obviously, we did get spotted after that second section. And now for a little bit of in-game information. Ottoman and Byzantine guards are more than likely to fight between themselves. Extremely handy when you've got one group chasing you down. If you run straight through the middle, they'll actually fight themselves instead of fighting each other, instead of fighting against you.
Salve, Ezio.
And as we come back,
That took some time. What did you find?
Sator.
Something that may interest you.
Mio Dio, che meraviglia. And here is my shop.
Look at the margins.
Strange symbols. And these are titles of books. Rare books. A few of these have not been seen for more than a millennium.
Niccolo Polo hid these books around the city. This map should tell us where.
You're beginning to interest me. Vaguely.
Wow.
From what I can tell, I need to find these 3 books first. They may contain clues to locate the rest of these.
Molto curioso.
Another was found beneath Topkapi Palace, but there is still time to reach the others.
Found by whom?
Men who do not read. Sophia, can you decipher this map? Help me find these books.
Can I borrow them when you're finished?
We will work something out.
So as you can see, Ezio still the flirt as ever. And Sophia doing some very, very nice cryptography work on that map to actually get us the next part of the storyline in regards to the Masyaf Keys completed.
Yusuf, salute.
Salute,
Piri
Yusuf.
told me I might see you here. Did you find what you were looking for?
I believe so. This is one of Altair's 5 keys. A strange artifact.
Ah, it is like nothing I have ever seen. You should keep it somewhere safe.
At our headquarters, see. I will. What brings you this way?
I am coordinating with our allies today. The thieves in the bazaar, the mercenaries near the arsenal, and the Romanis in the Constantine district.
You are spread a bit thin, Yusuf. Let me speak with the Romanis myself. I have had so little contact with them in the past.
That would ease my mind. If you are in a hurry, you may travel by our network of tunnels. The air down there is a little foul, but the rats are no bigger than dogs. Have fun.
Grazie.
So, and this be one of our fast travel network systems. As you can see, we actually have a couple of icons flashing up on our little mini-map. And as you can see, the first one is actually right down here, and it's actually in the Romy area of the Constantine district, as well as obviously all the way back up in the Galata district, actually at the Assassin's Brotherhood. So I've lost my train of thought. Assassin's Brotherhood HQ, and as you can see, it says Sophia Memory, and this is actually going to be the. Oh, I won't tell you about it. We'll see this in the next video. But for now, that is everything we're going to give you for today. We hope you've enjoyed this little 43 minute video. I do apologise, there's a little bit more talking than normal, but it's just trying to get back into the routine of doing everything for you guys. Like I said, if you've enjoyed this, please make sure you leave a like on the video. Please make sure you leave your comments down below. I will read every single one of them. Check us out on Facebook, check us out on Twitter. Join us up on Twitter, especially Twitter. We are hooked in with every single major games company. So if there's something you want to see, or if there's games company that we're not hooked in with and you want to see stuff from them, let us know. We can hook into that for you. We will follow them, and by following us, everything that comes out, as soon as we're notified, it will then follow through to you guys as well. If you want to check us out on Facebook, go and look for Golden Sound Games. When you do, make sure you like our page. Send us a private message with your name and your address only in it. These details will be taken, then placed into a database that is completely off net. So the machine I actually have set up for this off-net database will actually hold all of our subscribers' names and addresses in them. When we start getting in our merch, what we'll do is we'll send you guys out the merch directly, free of charge. And I'm looking to try and do something either once every 2 months or once every month. So just to be little things like new bands, key rings, hats, t-shirt designs, that sort of stuff, before we actually go fully live into doing our shop itself. So, if you guys have enjoyed this, as I said, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys again in another video. Bye bye.